Good morning. Buenos dias. Pleasure at least meeting some of you, and hopefully before the end of the class we'll get to know more at least of each and every one of you. Before I start today, my name is Miguel Ángel Lopez, and I'm going to have each of our educators present. At the same time, if you'll allow me, to my English-speaking group of wonderful people, we also have about half the space of the class. Will be some Spanish in between, so if you allow me, have a little bit of patience. And by the end of the day, you might know better Spanish as well. So between us three, we're going to be feeding off each other. So today's event, if I may real quick, we're going to do up to 12 o'clock, 2 models, then we'll have lunch, and then up to before 2 o'clock, we will end the class. For some of you that need to leave early, we understand as well, because some of you drove far away. The idea of today's class that we learn together and that we add to your knowledge to what you're going to be already learning. So the good thing is, again, we learn together, and we can ask questions, the questions you like. We hope to answer them, so at the end of the day, we want you to have an awesome, successful class. So with that being said, I'm going to pass Miss Jamie. She's going to talk a little bit about herself, and then Fred. Miss Jamie?
Hi, everybody. My name is Jamie Bazanis. I'm here with Moehair. I will be the assistant, and I will be doing a couple models this afternoon. Thank you for bringing yourselves here and coming today. I know that we have a work day, and we're usually off Sundays and Mondays. So here at Moehair, we really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And this is Fred.
I'm Fred Pecora. I'm an area hairdresser. I've worked in this area for many years. I've done product development for a lot of different companies, and I'm very much enjoying working for Moehair. It's a great organization, and it's incredible that when you're here taking these classes today, you're actually with the people who are creating these products. So they really want your input. They want to know what you want. You're meeting the real principles. It's not a giant corporate structure. The real guys are here. So if there's anything you want, anything you can think of or imagine, or if you want to work doing demonstrations like we do, this is the place to be, and these are the people to talk to. So,
at any time, feel free. We will answer questions. Just raise your hand. We definitely want you guys to be involved also, so feel free at any time. We're a group here. We're here to help you guys, okay? Thank you very much.
Para mis compañeros, Miguel Ángel, servidor, Jamie y mi compañero Fred, el día de hoy es aprender de cada uno. Vamos a agregar las técnicas que ya ustedes quizás las hagan, pero también para que lleven y puedan amplificar la técnica para que lo lleven a sus salones. La idea de hoy es aprender de todos. A mediodía vamos a terminar para el almuerzo, y después de las 12 y media, 1, terminamos la clase hasta las 2 de la tarde. Para los que se tienen que ir temprano pueden irse con todo gusto. La idea es que también hagan preguntas ustedes, para que también no se vayan sin haber dicho, pude haber hecho la pregunta. ¿Sí? Can we have your first model come up if you
yeah.
You remember her name?
Crystal.
Oh, Crystal, yes, Crystal.
All right.
Before, while Fred gets his first model ready, and we're going to talk about exactly what he's going to talk about the technique, I want to share with you that Moehair, we are really a big company overseas. We're in 58 countries. Estamos en 58 países, tanto en el Medio Oriente como también en Asia. And we are growing like the size of my waist. We are growing. Estamos creciendo. We are a company that is not only a professional hair color company, also we're a company that's elaborated. All our products are done by the same company, the company owners. So we are a company for just hair professionals as well. Jamie, can you share a little bit about your experience, what you've been using in your salon, how it's worked for you?
Correct. I love our keratin color line. We have 69 complete colors to mix and match appropriately. I absolutely love it. We have our factories here in Placentia. We bring all of our water, other factories in Milan, Italy, because the water there is so pure and so amazing to work with. You'll notice that the color needs to be staying on for official 45 minutes. The first 20 minutes is the lifting to get it ready for the gray to be covered. Then the extra 25 minutes is depositing that keratin and silk infused on there to hold the color and add adequate shine. So we love to have
you're actually getting a keratin treatment every time you do a color.
Correct.
And it's cumulative. So that the third or fourth time you see your client, they know the difference and you can tell the difference. The color is so rich, it doesn't fade. Absolutely beautiful.
Nuestra marca del tinte somos, thank you folks, 69 tonos, colores diferentes, Y la marca tiene, uno de los ingredientes viene siendo la queratina. Así que al lado de esa parte de recibir un color, también es como un servicio de queratina que cuando se le aplica el cabello al cliente el color, es acumulativo. O sea, el cabello se va sintiendo mucho más dócil, mucho más sano, mucho más fuerte. So, Mr. Crow, you're going to share with us what technique are you
Yeah, we're
doing
going to be
today?
demonstrating our Crazy 6 colors, which is our really fun, bright color line, which takes in 6 seconds. What we want to do in Crystal's case is, I want to go a little bit lighter than this, for like maybe a level 10. It would tone this color, but for a real bright color, we're going to go ahead and lighten her hair a little more. We're going to be working on her ombre part, so we're going to actually be working on the bottom half of her hair. So we're going to mix our Moehair bleach with Moplex. And what that does, the Moplex takes some of the ammonia impact out of the bleach so we can go over this hair that's already pre-lightened and not damage it. So I'm going to go through and add more highlights to Crystal's hair, and then we're going to do the bright color over it after we finish with that portion. We're going to need that. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this while we get some other stuff in.
Hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Thank you, Said. El compañero lo que va a hacer va a decolorar un poquito las puntas de la modelo para que esté por lo menos un nivel mínimo de 8. You're taking it to level 8? At least level 8 or
Yeah,
9?
just for it to be brighter.
Thank you. La va a decolorar un nivel 8, entre 8 y 9 para depositar los colores Crazy 6, que literalmente es Crazy 6, como decir los locos 6. The 6 colors are red, blue, violet, okay, yellow, just to name a few.
And burgundy.
And guess what, you guys? You can still make at least over 100 colors and shades when you mix a little bit of all of them. Make sense? What are the 3 primary colors? ¿Cuáles son los 3 colores primarios? Rojo, azul y amarillo, which means red, blue, and yellow. Blue like my eyes. I have bronze on today.
Wearing your brown contacts?
And this is a direct stain, okay? Es un pigmento directo que a la hora de aplicarlo te deja ya la mancha. So the ideal thing is to take it at least a level 7 and above. The lighter you get, guess what? The more concentrated, the more vibrant the color will be. Does that make sense? I'll give you an example. When people, a banana, what's brighter, the inside or the outside of the banana color? Que está más clarito, lo de adentro del plátano o afuera. Outside, no, it's the inside. The inside is literally almost white. So imagine when you take it to that level, you're going to have more pronounced color. Entre más alto lo levantas, va a ser mucho más vibrante el color, ¿cierto? The color will last you up to 30 to 40 washes. So semi-permanent. El color es semi-permanente y te dura de 30 a 40 lavadas.
No
Okay.
joke on that one.
Mhm.
It stains like crazy.
La
Be
mancha sí es
careful.
completamente, o sea, we have some beautiful colors like the young lady with a nice red fuchsia. That's awesome color.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah, we
yes.
saw that.
Yeah, I thought it was Katy Perry. I'm like, look, she's here. And a lot of them, you have nice color. The blonde lady with a nice blue one underneath tones, very nice color. So a lot of us obviously know the way we present ourselves. When the client sees color like this, they're going to want to be part of you as well. Makes sense? For those of us that have hair, right? In the right places. So what Fred's doing now is actually he's sectioning the hair. Lo que hace el compañero está seccionando el cabello para poder entrar y hacer sus luces. He's going to go in and weave a highlight technique, and he's using our powdered bleach. Jamie, can I have the powdered bleach, please? I can show it to them, please. We have 2 bleaches, you guys. We have the blue, and then we have the white. Which one do you think is going to be doing more lifting? Tenemos 2 polvos, el azul y el blanco. The blue, right? The blue's going to work a little bit more aggressive on that hair follicle or that hair shaft. The white would be basically somebody that's already at natural level 5, 6 on up. So it's going to be a little softer. Okay? And at the same time, we're going to be using, are we adding Moplex to it? We are adding Moplex.
Keep in mind too that all of our bleaches have silk infusion and keratin in them. They're very gentle on the hair, very shiny. They have a little bit of gold infusion also. So feel free to have that direction to go ahead and not have, you know, the hair porosity be ruined as it's lifting at the same time. Eat both of them, okay guys? Any questions so far?
Can you mix it?
How do you mix it?
No, are we able to mix them together? together? Or
You can, yeah. I would say definitely. That way it lessens the blue pigment a little bit and it adds a softness to the extra white. Correct, yes, you can. I haven't done that personally, so let me know. That's kind of cool, yeah.
La pregunta fue, thank you, Jamie. La pregunta fue si se pueden mezclar. Claro que se pueden mezclar, pero en lo personal, si lo mezclas, mija, el propósito va a ser cuál. O sea, quieres obtener, por ejemplo, gente que tiene nivel más oscuro, vas a usar el azul para que te decolore más y el nivel del peróxido. So it also has to do a lot with your peroxide level. You can use 40 volume with the blue, and you know you're going to lift it up almost 8 levels. Con 40 volúmenes y el azul puedes levantarlo mucho más porque es más agresivo el azul. It's a little more on the aggressive side. The white, again, would be someone for, who's like a level, I don't know, natural 5 or 6. Whoever's a natural 5, 6, you can use the white. And you know you're going to get the same level, but with not so much aggressive, being more aggressive. Okay?
Feel free, the fragrance on it is very light infusion in there. It's a jasmine, it's a very light smell. Don't go sniffing it, but I love that too about our bleaches. It's the strength of it as far as smell goes is not so fragrant. Also, it's very nice.
Thank you. This year, Moeplex, yes.
And that was added.
You can, he's gonna add it now. I can share with you, this is like a rebonder, restructurizer. There's other competitors out there that end in Plex, but Moeplex is literally the awesome product. It not only has all these buffers and ingredients and agents in it to make the hair a lot smoother and softer. This you can add, and it's got this nice compartment. We're gonna add like, what would you add? Like not even half quarter ounce?
5 milliliters.
Perfect, okay, 5 milliliters. You squeeze the bottle, folks, and it comes in this compartment and out it goes. So Moeplex, what it's going to do is now we're going to enhance the product. It's going to also make it so subtle where literally the hair is not going to be harmed in any way. Moeplex viene siendo un tipo de como reconstructor que a la vez suaviza el cabello y hace el producto que no sea tan agresivo como si fuera sedoso el cabello al final de cuentas.
So every one scoop to our bleaches, our white and our blue, is 5 milliliters of the Moeplex. The Moeplex, you do not have to adjust a higher volume as some of the others you do. This one does not. So if you have a 40 volume, use your 5 milliliters to 1 scoop. It will not mess with the consistency of the 40 volume, okay? So that's what Fred is going to use today is 1 scoop 40 with the 5 milliliters of Moeplex. So you guys, okay? Any questions?
¿Alguna pregunta? Esto para nada no va a alterar para nada el producto. O sea, va a hacerlo igual de consistente y al final de cuentas te digo, atrás el cabello te lo deja dócil. Pudieron ver, you guys could see how there's product here. I just squeezed it a bit. Now the consistency or the product's already in this container.
You'll notice it's a really, really thick consistency.
La consistencia es como si fuera, hace cuenta, atole. So it feels like it's, I don't know how you would say atole in English, but it's more like a thick consistency.
That thickness goes all throughout the line of products too. The reason that it's thick is that it's rich. It's full of all the necessary ingredients and not a lot of water or additives.
I'll try to go around everybody just real quickly.
Para reiterar, el producto del bleach, el polvo, contiene seda, acondicionadores de seda. So our bleach powder does have silk proteins. So that's what also makes it a lot subtler, a lot softer than the competition what's out there. See? Any questions up to now? ¿Alguna pregunta? ¿Estamos bien? ¿Comemos donuts? You guys had some donuts too, right? You have donuts? Okay. And do we have this part 2? It's a 2-step program or a process, you guys. You have the number 1 and the number 2. Tienes el primer paso y el segundo paso. So when the client comes into your salon for maybe just like a Moeplex service, you shampoo their hair, you apply it, you leave it under the dryer for about 20 minutes, you rinse it out, and then you use part 2, which is the seal. Okay, it's a brother, seal like a brother and sister. However, when you apply it in any color, or even in our keratin service, you would just apply this by itself. There's no need to use the number 2. So whenever you apply it for a color service, you will only use the Moeplex, and then when you apply it as a treatment, you would use 1 and then 2 to follow. Once you did the rinse at the bowl, and then you seal it up with the 2. Entonces, se aplica para un servicio, cuando viene para un tipo de servicio de acondicionamiento, se aplica el 1, se enjuaga y luego aplicas el 2 para sellarlo. So en inglés es seal, ¿verdad? Que quiere decir sellar.
How long you did it under dryer or what?
20 minutes at least. Question was, how long do you leave it under the dryer? ¿Cuánto lo dejas debajo de la secadora? 20 minutos. And then this you would leave on at least for 5 minutes, and then you rinse.
Always best to mix your developer and your lightener first at the same time, then go ahead and incorporate your Moeplex into that, then go ahead and mix, okay?
O sea, la idea es aplicar primero tu polvo, el bleach, y luego tu peróxido, lo mezclas bien, y luego aplicas ya tu Moeplex cuando ya tienes la consistencia ya preparada con tu bleach.
Okay.
Thank you, Jamie.
So I just want to lift the part of her hair that's already pre-lightened a little bit lighter, so for demonstration purposes especially, just so you can see how bright the color can be.
Va a decolorar el cabello él, lo está haciendo en tipo forma de paneles, o sea, más bien de como si fueras entre sacando el cabello para obtener más rubio la parte donde él va a decolorar o aplicar lo que es el Crazy Six. So the product itself, always keep closed, you guys, because you know that if you keep it open, what's going to happen? It's going to lose its force. You had a question, ma'am?
Where is number 2 on the list?
It's called the combo or the duo. I believe it's on the right side. It says Moeplex Path or Moeplex Duo. You see it? It should be the top on the right. Perfect. Yes. I believe the deal is $125, and you also get the comb kit. La pregunta fue, ¿dónde estaba thank you, Jamie, ¿dónde estaba este producto en la lista de las especiales de ustedes? ¿Me permites, papá, por favor? Thank you. It's number 6. Do you see it? Number 6. Eso viene siendo el tratamiento de la especial de hoy. $125 o sea, tu inversión, y te lleva los peines. Gracias, papá. Let me show them the combs.
Okay, I'll go ahead and have this passed around and
Super
then I'll
nice
pass
carbon
this
fiber
around,
coat.
okay?
Oh, you didn't have the pencil.
So I want, if you guys want to open it and kind of push a little product into this one, go ahead, and that way you can see how easy it is. It doesn't splatter, and this consistency is very heavy, okay?
Thank you, love. Allow me real quick, sweet, so I can show them real quick. Vamos a pasar esto. Pueden sacar, quitar la tapa y hacerlo un poquito para que vean cómo sube aquí el líquido y aquí entra. So when you guys do it, just do a little bit, please. Because by the time it gets way to you at the end, we don't want it all over the place. Thank you.
Remember,
You already
with
saw
all,
it? Oh, that's right, you're the chemist, you did it. That's right.
with all of Moehair's product, a little goes a long way. It's very concentrated, it's not diluted at all. So try a small amount first and then add to it as you go. And we love that because it's cost efficient.
Como dice mi compañera, un poquito te rinde bastante. ¿Verdad que aquí no desperdiciamos producto? Here are some owners, we don't like to waste product, right? We don't waste product. Even though the owner doesn't see you, you're not going, we're not doing that, right? That's in LA County. Yeah, they do that there. Okay.
So this is our seal and protect.
El
This can
protector.
be used on endothermic, exothermic, 5 minutes to 45 minutes. The longer you leave this on, take the time, relax, the more it will close that cuticle, build those diacephilic bonds in the hair, and keep the color in the longest. And you'll notice with this too that it has an amazing coconut smell. My clients absolutely love it. Once again, super thick, very heavy concentrated. Little goes a long way. Use your towel dry off at the end. You can explain that you don't shampoo, you rinse the lightener off, then you shampoo it out after. It does have some protein in it, okay? So that's how you would use that.
Thank you, Jamie. El producto es bastante consistente y a la hora de aplicarlo, sí tienes que enjuagarlo al final de cuentas y tanto es térmico, exotérmico, es decir, lo aplicas tanto con calor como tanto sin calor o al interperio, o sea, lo que es la temperatura de tu salón. Tener en mente que esto no se hace de diario. Obviamente es un tratamiento que se le da al cliente cuando te llega cada mes y o puede venir a cada semana dependiendo qué tan estrofiado o maltratado tiene el cabello.
¿Cuánto tiempo dejas el seal?
Jamie, gracias. Question is, how long would you leave the seal in the hair?
Anywhere from 5 minutes, depending on the porosity and the damage that is on the hair. 40 volume, that you use with your lightener. So I can use it for 5 minutes at the shampoo bowl, towel dry after you rinse, and then go ahead and comb through. Or you can actually use it under the dryer up to 45 minutes. Let cool, then go ahead and shampoo and condition as well after. Okay? So I'll have you guys judge what your client's hair looks like and how the porosity looks.
Depende también, thank you, Jamie, depende también cuánto tiempo o qué tiene el cabello de tu cliente. Por ejemplo, si el cliente se le ve el cabello muy deshidratado, lo vas a dejar un poquito más tiempo. También si tienen un volumen de 40 volúmenes, quizás la puedas dejar hasta 45 minutos en el cabello. Salud. Yes, yes.
And then another thing I'd like to add, in between services, you also can use it as a filler or a masked kind of treatment to help protonate and rebuild the bonds in between the hair, or prep it before a bleach if you have a client that wants that platinum that we all love to get. So we can do that once a week with this continuously also. Go ahead and comb it into the hair, wet the hair, comb it into the hair, shampoo and condition. Once again, judge the porosity of the hair. Could be left on for 5 minutes, could be left on for 45 minutes as a treatment in between. You can charge $25 up to $45 if needed. We all love that extra money too. So I'm going to be going ahead and passing this around. I want you guys to smell it and look at it, okay? Any questions for Miguel?
Well, first thing is in Spanish.
Sorry.
It's okay, I don't like to talk. Lo que dijo la compañera que lo que recomienda ella, de 5 minutos a 45 habíamos dicho. Si por ejemplo, regálame tu nombre de nuevo. Alejandra, gracias Alejandra. Like Alejandra, our client, who has beautiful blonde lightened hair, Alejandra. Let's say Alejandra she has her highlights done all the time, and she wants, but the hair's a little bit on the frail side. I'm going to prepare her like 2-3 weeks before, once a week, with the Moeplex, okay, with my number 2, just kind of to buff it, to make the hair stronger. Si me llega Alejandra, que tiene los colores así, highlights super güeros, quiero fortalecer el cabello y le voy a aplicar el 2 para preparar el cabello para cuando ya venga el mes después, ya tuvo una visita cada semana conmigo para fortalecer el cabello. Ahora voy a pasar yo a mi modelo. ¿Pregunta?
¿El producto se mezcla solamente con bleach o puede uno mezclarlo, por decir, con tinte?
Agregarle lo del Moeplex, o sea, no solamente es el bleach, cualquier tinte. The question was, can only Moeplex be added to our product or our bleach? And the great thing about our Moeplex, you can add to whatever professional color line you guys have at home or at your salon. So a lot about, you guys are, I don't know, Redken users or Gold Wall users or Matrix users. Salud. You can add our Moeplex to your product. Isn't that wonderful? So, so we're not really prohibiting you or stopping you from not using it with your professional products. You can use it with your professional products. Pueden usarlo con cualquier otra competencia.
Mi pregunta puede sonar tonta.
No, dilo.
En ocasiones, con las bases de permanente se reseca horrible el cabello.
¿Bases de permanente? O sea, de permanente?
Sí, para el líquido yo creo que no, ¿verdad?
No se le agrega el líquido. Sí.
Okay.
So, buena pregunta. Sí, solamente para tinte, mija, para tinte, tus queratinas.
También la queratina.
Bueno, en la queratina nuestra. So it'll be for our keratin. For that, it would only be for our keratin, besides our color and our bleach.
Pero para color puede ser cualquier líquido.
Cualquier marca. De nada. So again, you could add our Moeplex to any of your color in your salon. If and when you just use, half a quarter of an ounce, we don't want to overdo it with our Moeplex. No queremos usar agregar demasiado Moeplex tampoco en tu producto.
I would definitely use the Moeplex and the keratin separately on 2 different days, because there's no point of closing the bonds with the keratin treatment and then using a protein. So you want to separate those on different weeks. Does that make sense?
La idea es usarlo, por ejemplo, el Moeplex una semana antes, por decirte, y luego tu queratina después cuando lo vas a aplicar la queratina. Sí, así es, porque las dos cierran, o sea, y como son proteínas, tú reinforzas, quieres hacer. Yeah.
So you don't use them together in the way too?
You want a personal note? You have not used a little bit of Moeplex on the keratin?
Well, you can, definitely, but you don't want to alternate the keratin treatments, strength and viability at any time. So I would use it on 2 separate treatments and 2 separate occasions, just to have the 110% accuracy of the service that you're doing.
It's kind of like wearing a belt with suspenders.
Yeah, one will
Which
outlast
look bad.
the other
Yeah,
one.
exactly. Good analogy. Es como usar tirantes y un cinturón a la misma vez. La idea es usarlos una semana antes y luego ya después hacer tu queratina.
Right, so let's leave that separate, just in case.
Dice que es más agresivo el bleach azul, ¿verdad? Pero se puede mezclar con peróxido de 30-40 o no se recomienda.
The question was, you had mentioned, referring to myself, that both the blue bleach is stronger, more aggressive. Yes, it is. So do you also recommend using it with 30 or 40? Yes, you can. Now, would you want to apply 30 or 40 on the scalp? You know how they say, a stylist will get out of the box and do sometimes when they're not looking, you're gonna still do that. Throw a little bit of holy water and it works. Has that happened to you? I honestly prefer to use 30 and 40 off the scalp with foil.
I have used 30 and 40 on the scalp. I'm not a under the dryer bleach stylist. I like to appropriately let it lift. At the same time, I don't like to use a lot of heat with it if I'm doing a platinum head of hair. So yes, you can use 30 and 40 on the scalp. Also, take note that, as I said, to our bleaches, our powders are very light. I've been a hairdresser for 22 solid years. I've noticed with any of our powders is very aggressive. They get the job done, but at the same time, it has the silk and keratin infusion that does not irritate the scalp. This is the least irritant that I have ever used in my entire hairdressing career. And I've got a lot of clients that have skin irritants, psoriasis, or anything like that. And I do feel confident and have used this repeatedly on the scalp with 30 or 40 volume. I don't use the Moeplex on the scalp, to make sure I get that lift quickly and accurately, but I will use it on any of the ends of the hair. I will add the Moeplex to it efficiently. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Lo que ella dijo, Jamie, tiene clientes que le ha aplicado 30, 40 volúmenes aún en el cuero cabelludo, pero también hay gente que tiene el cuero cabelludo sensible. ¿Están conmigo? There's also a lot of clients considering that you do it on the scalp. In some cultures, they might have, or some clients might have very thin, not thin, very sensitive scalp. So that's when we say 10 to 20 only on the scalp, de 10 a 20 volúmenes solamente en el cuero cabelludo, and 30, 40 with foil off the scalp. You and I know that there's a lot of markets also, countries, for example, or Middle Eastern folks, Indian folks, even Hispanic folks, we're level, 2, 3, we're already dark. And some of us want to have that blonde J-Lo look where she's already, I'm by you. You seen the commercials? She only one box gives her that color. Isn't that nice? Cuando J-Lo agarra una cajita que va al mercado y ya está rubia. So the important thing is know what you're giving your client. How many of you know that you're not going to give them that blonde, maybe level 11 or 10 level when they're a 2 overnight? You're not. It could be 2, 3 visits, and you know you can bring them up to that level 9. And how many of you know it's okay to say no to a client? Se vale decir no al cliente, ¿verdad? The worst thing is when they come in and you talk to them and you tell them, oh, I can't do that, sweetie, because your hair's not going to do it. Well, then I'll go to the salon next door. And they come back a month later and they're crying, saying, look at what they did. I mean, it's not a fun situation, but it happened. But guess what? You can sleep with a smile on your face. How many of you agree? Cuando el cliente quiere algo, tú no lo puedes, no que no lo hagas, sino el cabello no te lo permite.
What are we going to do on this time, Miguel?
We're going to start applying, no, not at all. We're going to do the, sorry, baby, you okay? This is what happens when you have models that are taller than you.
Aren't they pretty?
We're going to, yes, want to thank Javier for beautiful models. Javier's here, right? He's here somewhere? So, balayage, you already know the terminology. Balayage means painting in French. La terminología balayage quiere decir pintar en francés. Y ella ya tiene, she already has existing a little bit of balayage towards the end. I'm going to apply it kind of like a little bit less than half the ends all the way to the ends. And I'm going to do like V formation. So you're actually painting it on the hair. And then I'm going to put some saran on top, which Jamie, you probably might have to help with that if you don't mind. And I'm going to take it all the way back. Now my partings, as you guys can see, mis partiduras are right, actually it's the half, right? And it's from ear to ear. But you can tell right where the ear is. I'm going to start doing it, probably do about 4 sections on each side. And then from here, I'm going to start going vertical. And then the top is going to go this way, then this way, then this way, then this way. So it should take you no more than 30, 40 minutes, and you're done. If that's for me, let me know. But I'm not here, okay, just
a fun little way to describe it in a hair salon that I've been describing is calling it an origami balayage. Because it's
there you go.
creating.
There you go. Nothing, el terminología que la compañera dice que es un tipo origami balayage. Too cute.
With lightener and...
Can you do, we'll do white, sweetie, we don't want to do that blue. Okay. Vamos a mezclar el polvo azul, blanco, porque el nivel de ella lo queremos llevar como un nivel 6. We want to lift her up to like a level 6. And depending where we go, we'll come up a little grassy. I may tone it down towards the end. So hopefully before lunch, she'll already be shampooed out. And right after lunch, or we might even have her done even before lunch. So that way, if some of these folks that have to leave early, you can see the finished end result. How many of you presently already do balayage in your salon? ¿Cuántos pintan lo hacen? Oh, Good size of you. Perfect.
How many of
Wonderful.
you are tired of balayage at the hair salon? I'm just kidding.
¿Cuántos están
Let me
cansados de
guess,
hacer eso?
balayage? Gee, isn't that so pretty? All right, so we're going to go ahead and use
My
the extra
gloves.
white.
No gloves, no
If
gloves.
you're using 1 scoop of our powder, well, how many milliliters of Moplex will you be using?
Si ocupamos una cucharada, ¿cuántos mililitros de peróxido?
Correct.
5. Perfecto.
What's volume developer? Would you like?
Let's do, you know what, let's do 20. Vamos a usar, ocupar 20 volúmenes. No quiero algo tan exagerado. And then, can you give the breath under this here? Yes, thank you. Thank you.
On all our developers, they have a color code on them. It's easy to grab. This one is 20 volume, which is purple. The 30 is usually green, and our 40 has a different color. So it's easy to grab in your locker when you're busy at the hair salon, okay?
Los peróxidos tienen un nivel, un color diferente para cada nivel, para que también se puedan ubicar. Por ejemplo, el verde viene siendo 20, el morado viene siendo 40 volúmenes para que sí se te facilite más. Thank you, Jim.
No, thank you.
Let's see.
How's it going over there, Fred?
It's coming along
No place,
very
right?
well, thank you. I just
you want
think
it?
to myself.
No, I
Do you
do.
want Moplex?
Do we have the Moplex out there somewhere still? Yeah, you can take it out of your purse. Just kidding.
Oh,
No, he didn't. Just kidding. Can I have it? Thank you, man. Are you that serious? Okay. No. The questions I came from one of our status, they kind of thought, el color te lo voy a poner. If the peroxide had color, so I might have rephrased it differently, and I'm sorry about that. I'm talking about the presentation of the bottle. The presentation outside is the color code, meaning it's to let you know what's 20, what's 30, what's 40. Es nada más para que tú te des idea, mija, cuál es cuál. O sea, que el 10 volumen viene siendo, por ejemplo, 10 is green, no, 20 is green, right? And then purple is 40.
20 is,
El morado, por ejemplo, es 20 volúmenes.
30 is green,
Verde es 30
blue is 40.
y el azul es 40 volúmenes. Para que tú nada más al verlo te identifiques. ¿Sí? Pero no tiene color, o sea, el producto adentro. Yeah. Okay, so here's our Moplex. So apparently you guys kind of like squeezed a lot, so obviously I'm not going to put all this amount in the bleach. However, we will be able to just, you know, add a little bit to the product, not the whole product, okay? Because this is like almost like 2 ounces already. Here you go, Ms. Jamie. Thank you, love. So you have this already mixed, and this is actually about a quarter, okay? That's exactly what I put in. So there's still a lot in this product here. I don't know what I put the lid.
I'm just going to go ahead and help Fred over here kind of pull out too many of the white pieces so these aren't over processed. And we're just painting and lifting the bottom half of our Moehair's hair over here. Just to go ahead and show you the crazy 6 without 5 hours of work later.
It isn't that. Oh, wait there.
Help?
We're good right now, honey. She's gonna assist me. Thank you.
Jamie and I got to go to India this past summer in Delhi, where we're launching Moehair India. And we had the opportunity to meet the principals over there, the owners of the company, and help to train their techs to go out and do what we do, but to do it in India. And in India, boy, do you see some dark hair. Really dark hair. A lot of pigment. So it's a whole nother program working over there. It's amazing. Very, very, very sweet, nice people.
They were amazing. We had to, Fred and I had to make a new green from all our colors and Crazy 6 out there to pull out any of the red and orange pigment with our color line. So that was kind of fun to have to chemically figure that one out when we were over there. But me on that hair, woo! You think you guys have strong hair?
One of the challenges too in the salon, speaking of pigment, is that people who dye their hair, if they think it was 3 years ago and you ask them, they say they didn't color their hair. Because, you know, it's been 3 years, so no, my hair's not colored. So when you're lightening hair, that's what happens is you have that pigment in there, the artificial pigment, and it's so difficult to get out. And so you can't get your whites on the end, and you can't get that silver that everyone is so popular. So looking for it, it's one of the challenges that we face every day in the hair salon.
Mis compañeros acaban de ir a regresar de la India. You guys went in April, right? Was it April?
Was it April?
Fueron a la India este año.
Yes, it was for around Easter.
Right?
Yeah.
Fueron a la
Oh,
India.
yeah, that's right.
Estuvieron allí como 9 días, 10 días, porque uno de los dueños de la empresa
See how
es
the
de la
guys
India.
need us girls?
It was
Y dijeron que fue un reto en poder levantar ese cabello oscuro que tiene esa gente linda, es un color, un pigmento muy oscuro. Imagínate, pudieron levantar los colores. You were able to lift them with our bleach product, were
Yes.
you? Yes.
Yes.
Un color rubio a la gente de la India. Imagínate cómo quedaron los estilistas encantados con el producto. Y la bendición grande cuando, por ejemplo, uno es estilista, tú puedes, como quien dice, the sky is the limit. Tú puedes llegar a donde tú quieras siempre y cuando que te unas con una empresa, por ejemplo, aparte del equipo que quieran hacer ustedes, siempre y cuando que puedan viajar. No hay nada mejor que conocer a gente como ustedes, gente linda como ustedes, y a la vez también estás dando educación en algo que te gusta hacer. There's nothing better than you guys kind of being part of the family as well, if and when you want to travel. If and when you want to, again, you want to be educator, local educator, because we are also growing in the United States as we speak. So, you know that when we go, my technique now, what I do is you back home a bit, you don't want to be that aggressive, and the reason why you back home is that you don't want to see lines where you start applying. Pueden ver que hago un tipo de cardada, ¿verdad? O cuando mucho 2, 3 veces, no tan exagerado, ¿verdad? Para que al final de cuentas, a la hora de enjuagarlo, vas a notar tú, o sea, no se van a ver rayas completamente, se va a ver desvanecido donde lo aplicas. Esto te debe tardar no más de unos 35 ni 40 minutos en terminar. So it should be between 30 to 40 minutes. Now, in the salon environment, what happens? The client's normally telling you part of her life, and sometimes it might take you an hour. Would you agree? En un mundo perfecto, o sea, a veces te puedes tardar un poquito más en aplicarlo porque el cliente te platica cositas, ¿verdad? Bonitas, ¿verdad? Ya ves cosas que no debes escuchar. Yeah, Jamie, has that happened to you when some clients kind of tell you a little more than what you should know?
Oh yeah, too much. It's like you need a counselor, you need a beer, a cerveza afterwards,
Ocupas una
right?
cerveza para después. Girl, you crazy.
But I love you.
Thank you. Any questions up to now? ¿Algunas preguntas o estamos bien? ¿Bien? Bien dormidos, ¿están bien?
That is all she wrote. Alright, so thank you again for coming on your day off, or well, actually not your day off, you would actually be working today, right? All of you work on Tuesdays?
¿Ustedes trabajan martes o descansan martes? Trabajan martes, no voy a trabajar, no voy a trabajar. Gracias por acompañarnos el día de hoy.
Fred is just finishing painting that, and how are you doing over here?
Doing good, baby.
Need help?
I'm doing fine, baby. Thank you so
Yeah?
much.
Alright.
Pueden ver la brocha. Esta brocha se compró en, no sé, Home Depot o en Lowe's. Qué padre,
Maybe at
¿verdad?
the 99
The
cent
brush.
store.
Oh, was it? Did you get rid? They have these?
Maybe. I don't know why not, right? Mine I got at Home Depot. They sell a pack of 10 for maybe like $5, $6, $6.99. Yeah. And then that way you can just chuck it.
En la 99.
Yeah. And you
Or
just
Dollar
only
Tree.
need at the salon when you're using a paintbrush, so.
Y es exactamente como usar una brocha de pintar. Es una brocha de pintar.
And any of your plastic wrap will do. Straight from the kitchen, I got mine.
Y el plástico de la cocina. No de la curazao, de la cocina.
What I like about using, oh, we have a question?
¿Pregunta? Oh, the plastic?
Oh, the
Oh,
paintbrush.
the brush, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is a regular paintbrush.
Yes.
I mean, would you
can,
dispose it or no?
yeah, you can dispose of them.
You can if you want. However, when it's bleach and you know there's no color pigment on it, I would reuse it. But if you're feeling rich, you can throw it away and buy one.
Depends how
Right.
cheap or expensive you
Right.
want to go with
No.
your paintbrush.
Pregunta
Yeah.
fue si se tira después. Yo digo si es color un tinte de pigmento oscuro, claro, se va a ver fatal, ¿verdad? Pero si es bleach, enjuágalo and you'll always have it white. Yeah. O sea, no hay por qué tirarlo si es bleach.
Yeah.
Regarding the saran,
Right.
just so you can see it, or do you actually feel you retain the heat better?
Yeah, that is a very good question. I find that when my clients have a joke or a lie that they didn't color their hair, I'm finding that in the hair salon that it is a process of metallic dyes. So metallic dyes, when you use foil, have you noticed it heats up, it swells, it leaks? I don't like that. I don't want to burn any of my clients, and they don't know what the colors that they have used on there. So what these plastic wrap, saran wrap, any kind of your cotton that you use in between, I love this depending on the length of the hair. The hair will keep it moist, so the lightener will continue to lighten. It keeps it away from your client's face, anything like that, and it will not reactivate with the metallic dyes in the previous hair dye. Does that answer your question? So yes, and any what is it, the cotton ones or the paper one, I would definitely do all my balayages if you see any kind of pigment on the ends of your client's hair. That way it's no braino, you won't bleach it or fry or...
La pregunta fue, thank you, Jamie. La pregunta fue que, por qué motivo, por qué razón ocupamos el plástico. Porque también se puede hacer con papel de orito o papel aluminio. En primer lugar, porque es muy práctico. También dice Jamie que ha tenido la experiencia ya, por ejemplo, ¿cuántos de ustedes han ocupado, están haciendo rayitos y a veces sienten que el aluminio se les calienta? ¿Sí? ¿Y qué van a hacer? ¿Van a ir atrás y presionarse y prender las velas? No, ¿verdad? Satanás, no. Entonces lo que queremos hacer, esto es más práctico, pero a la vez también hay clientes que aplican color de ¿qué? Color de mercado, ¿cierto? No hay nada mal con el color de mercado, simplemente que son metales o algunos tintes más agresivos. ¿Qué es lo que pasa? Vienen, tú ocupas tu producto profesional y a final de cuentas también el plástico también puede alterar ese tipo de cabello. Hay que tener cuidado. Importante saber de dónde ha estado el cabello. Always ask your clients, where has that hair been? And you and I know that clients don't lie. ¿Verdad que no mienten los clientes? Y no digan nombres. I go, don't give names.
Right?
No, pero lo importante, ¿cuántos de ustedes saben lo que hace la henna? How many of you know what henna can do to the hair? It's a beautiful product. However, if you're going to bleach or perm, please don't touch that hair. Cabello que ha tenido henna, dices, aléjate.
Like
O sea,
Miguel
buen
was saying
plan.
earlier, say no.
Ya
If you
se vale
feel,
decir no.
Say no.
Thank
What I
you.
like about this too is it sticks easily. It doesn't slide. It's easy to manipulate. You can use the whole head. We've got all those clients with this kind of length of hair. But I want it white, but I don't want it damaged, So this is very easy to use. It's very easy. It keeps the hair, like I said, very moist. So it doesn't dry out at all. There's no chemical reaction. I love it. On all shapes, size, lengths of hair, okay? And the paintbrushes, in English, like I said that at Home Depot, they sell a pack of like 6 to 10. I think I paid $6.99 for them. So just kind of keep your eyes out. I'm sure they have them everywhere. I just like to throw them out. I mean, it's a cheap paintbrush material. It's really important to me to not test on animals or use any type of animal material at all, which is all our mohair. Everything is no animal testing. It has no animal byproducts in it whatsoever, 100%. What controversial, the silk protein, but it's silk. So that's what I love also about the Moehair products, okay? 0% animal testing. We're not animals. We don't need to do that anymore.
Los productos, thank you Jamie, los productos, nada 0% se practica o se elabora o se hace ningún tipo de prueba con los animales. O sea, 100% libre de crueldad al animal. Pueden ver ya, you can see you guys, I'm doing now my verticals, going inward, and then vertical this way as well, and then I'm going to go to the front part. And another good thing about, Jamie forgot to mention, using the plastic, or at least I forgot to mention, is that you could actually see at what level you're going on both sides of the hair. Puedes ver tú cuando aplicas con el aluminio, perdón, con el plástico, te puedes dar cuenta justamente que vaya todo parejito. No hay nada peor que tú veas que un lado está acá arriba y otro acá. Va a caminar chueca. So, the idea is you want to see, or I said there's nothing worse than knowing that one side you're applying a little higher and the other's a little lower. That's why she'll leave here walking crooked. So, are we okay up to now?
Should we make a coil over here in the corner? Don't mind me.
Now, need to remember, when you start getting wider, it's okay to do subsections of that section. Does that make sense? So it's okay to do subsections of that section. And also try to keep the same backcombing together. So you're not going to be going 5, 6, 7 times and then 3 up here. Want to be consistent. Cada cuando cargamos con el peine, hay que asegurarnos que haces, por ejemplo, si contaste 4 o 5 veces, mantenerlo constante. ¿Sí? Y no hacer 2, 3 aquí y 5 acá. O porque te quiso dar un calambre.
Yeah.
Jamie, so tell us the experience with in India as far as your eating patterns. Were you like finding yourself eating more or less? How many of you have been to India? ¿Cuántos han ido a la India?
Anybody been to India?
And I don't mean Artesia. No, have you been to, no? Because you know it's a large concentration of Indians. You have good food there. Don't laugh, honey.
The people were
But
completely
Moehair.
amazing.
Yes, I've been to
People were
India
amazing.
and the people of the culture is awesome.
Yeah, it really shows you the whole process of them wanting to learn completely, their cultures. They were so friendly. They fed us, eager to learn. Definitely got in there with their skills, matched their skills. It was a fantastic, fantastic trip. Of course, it's always fun when we change planes in Dubai and seeing that whole
They tried to
process.
send me back.
I know.
For real?
Fred got stuck. Poor Fred.
They wanted to send me back.
We wanted to send him back and keep him in Dubai, which, hey, that's not a problem staying in Dubai. But if you guys ever fly overseas, I'm just in love with Emirates. The airline is just amazing. When we got there, they were so nice. They always meet us with a bouquet of flowers and just all kinds of, their food there is so awesome. I mean, it is just fantastic.
First day though, they gave us pizza.
Yeah, we're like, why
In
is
India
this
or
when
on the
we,
plane?
no, when we
No,
got
this
there.
is it.
Oh,
This
nice.
is the
Yeah.
headquarters.
They
And
thought
then
we
the
wanted
second day,
that.
they gave us chicken panini, and we're like, wait, we want Indian
food. Why are we
We
here?
were buying this, they thought that that's what
Yeah.
we would want. They were just so sweet and
Gracious.
considerate.
So it was really fun when we had said, no, we want your food, and they just lit up and wanted to share their entire culture with us. And that's what we love about teaching overseas. We're like, we don't want pizza, so and I love spicy food, so the spicier the better. It was really awesome. We went to Delhi, which is the capital of India. We had probably one day of sightseeing. Moehair is very busy, so we were definitely exhausted, but it was worth the trip. And
Driving
amazing.
there.
Oh my God, I thought I was gonna get killed. You guys think the freeways out here are bad? They literally just zoom and stop, and zoom and stop, and zoom and stop, and they're like that close. And everybody bumps each other with their cars. It's completely insane. And then when it's so hot, it's the desert there, that we got to see a sandstorm. So we looked out of the building where we are in downtown,
Oh, that's right.
and the skies went completely red, and a whole dust powder came out. So it was really neat to see that, followed by thunder and lightning. So it was neat when we were on one of the top floors educating that we got to see the sandstorm. Another thing that was interesting was,
Cows.
all of a sudden it would get dark and all the animals would come out. So now you're driving against these big rammed horned cows on the road, and then you got this guy and bikes, and it was crazy. Fred would always laugh because I'd be like,
Screaming the whole, well, he keeps a running dialogue all the time.
He's like, I know we're almost gonna get hit because I'd be like, ah!
So funny.
And he's like, could you shut up? And I'm like, like the whole way
I
there.
never said shut up.
I know,
Out
but
loud.
still.
Es que la India se maneja del otro lado, como tuvo mucha influencia británica e inglesa, manejan del otro lado del timón también del pasajero, the driver's side, right? Aquí que el chofer es allá el pasajero y el pasajero allá es el que conduce. Ajá, muchos países, ¿verdad? Con la
And if
influencia.
there's 4 lanes, they drive in 6.
And they
Si
just
hay
kind
4
of go
carriles, ellos
together.
manejan en 6.
Well, like Mexico City's kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
Calm down, bro.
But times 10.
Dice que también México es igual, ¿verdad que no? No.
Bad
Chichi.
friend.
Bad, kind of mergy. Everyone's kind of.
Dile, espérate después de la clase. Wait after the class. Typo you.
You never see like SUVs or big kind of truck cars there. It's always these little cars, and they're completely on all corners, just banged up and scraped.
That's
So
coming
you,
out pretty.
so you do, like here, all the cars when you get in car accidents, you know, it's boom and all it's thrown across the road. They're just like bump, oh well, and they keep going and they bump.
No,
you know?
seriously, right?
Yeah, they just kind of bump, and then they yell, and then they honk a lot. So everywhere's honking, and you're just like, oh my god. So every day I was crawling on the floor in the sand, kissing it when I got out. But yeah, talk about amazing people. I've never met so many amazing people with such bright attitude and like eager to learn. It was absolutely, without a doubt, hands down one of my favorite places to go. And Fred and I, especially with Miguel coming in and out, we were in 5 different countries in 3 months, by the way.
Went to Jordan and Israel, Palestine.
Turkey. Yeah, we were everywhere.
5 países estuvieron en 2 months. En 2 meses estuvieron en 5 países. Turquía, Jordania, Israel y India.
Jordan, India,
Jordania,
Turkey.
sí.
Yeah, it was insane. Lots of work, but very fun, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. So. Do it again in a heartbeat, okay?
Excuse me.
Yes, question.
I want to know what's the difference between your original hair repair system and the conditioner.
This and this, you want to know?
No, the original hair repair system.
That's what you have.
The first one.
This
Yeah,
one.
This one,
And this one, okay. So this one here, see how it has the normal with the green check on here? This one is less concentrated. So this one you're going to use on finer, less frizzy hair, right? So this one won't be as strong. See how this one has the red plus here? So this one means you would use it on way heavy, way thick, way dense, over curly hair. So that's the difference between the two. This one's higher concentrate, works a little harsher. This one's not as harsh. Then we have a pure also. The pure is completely organic. It has no anything in it. So if you've got your clients that are young, or your clients that have autoimmune, cancer, anything that they have battled previously or in the past, I would always recommend the pure. And the pure you work with a little bit different, and we can go into that if you need between the two. So these dual ones work the same. So you put, you shampoo or the residue shampoo, depending on the process of the hair. Could be 2 times, could be 7 times, depending on your client. And then you go ahead and, towel dry, put the solution on. The pure is completely different. You've got a shampoo, apply, squirt the bottle, and then go into it at that. So we can go into that further into the class if you guys have any questions or pull us out individually, okay?
And what about the mask?
The hair mask here, this, after you use all of these and rinse, when you do your flattering, or you can leave it into the hair, the mask on after, your lighteners, your color, any of your keratin treatments, this will go ahead and close it into the hair. So the same way what is that called? The Moehair is used. This can be used for 5 minutes. This can be used for 40 minutes under the dryer or out of the dryer, depending on the porosity of the hair. This will close down these two at the end of it, okay? So as a seal and protectant, the mask. This will also refurbish as a once-a-week tool to refurbish these. So if I have clients that, I got drunk the other day and I jumped into the pool and they destroyed these two, this one you can kind of pick up because they don't want to pay the $250 plus whatever your charges are in the salon. This one will coat and seal if any too much water or any pool that they got into their hair. This will help kind of refurbish it back. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me say this to
I'm
my
like, blah, blah, blah.
Spanish audience as well.
And the silk?
The silk is used, this is you can even add into the color for shine, or at the end, it does help smooth the hair when blow drying, but it acts as a locking agent. It's gold infused, silk protein infused. It works as a serum. Or you can use it on your body too, because who loves gold, right? I use it everywhere.
Thank you, Jamie. And thank you for the question, sweetie. Lo que acaba de decir mi compañera, Jamie, lo que viene siendo, esto viene siendo la queratina. Pueden ver, uno tiene un check verde y el otro viene siendo como si fuera de Cruz Roja, ¿no? O sea, más potente, o sea, para el cabello que ocupa más ayuda, ¿sí? Esta queratina te dura 4 a 6 semanas y viene siendo lo que es el de la línea de Moehair. Entonces, para tu cliente que tiene el cabello más saludable, vas a usar el producto verde, ¿sí? Que se le llama el original, el repair. Y el rojo es para aquel cliente que ocupa más un poquito de delicadeza en el servicio que se le va a obtener. El hair mask se aplica ya después del servicio para, como que dice, sellar el producto en el cabello. Y por último, lo que es el gold, el silk infused viene siendo como tus gotas de aceites que sellan aquella cutícula para que el cabello no se vea grifo y selle la cutícula y obviamente tenga más brillo el cabello.
La mascarilla.
La mascarilla, perdóname, sí, es la que se aplica después del servicio. De cuando terminan de hacer lo que es la queratina, vas a aplicar después ya después de enjuagado vas a aplicar tu mascarilla.
¿Y se deja en el cabello?
Lo dejas 20 minutos fácil. You leave it in the hair for at least 20 minutes.
Y lo vuelves a enjuagar.
Se enjuagan. Y luego la secas y aplicar ya la plancha. Yes. Fred, you're done with your model?
Yeah, we're just gonna process, we're gonna free this
Perfect.
chair up right now.
I'm almost done here. As you can see, I'm keeping the same format or the same distance, but I'm going a little bit above on the front part, so she has a little bit more light in the front part. You guys will notice that I am not applying on the back part of the hair. It's only the top part, which is still gonna look sweet. So in other words, I'm not going underneath the fiber, I'm just on top of the hair strand. Estoy aplicando solamente en la parte de arriba de la hebra, no en la parte de abajo de atrás. Any questions up to now? ¿Alguna pregunta? Porque como de repente se fueron mis compañeros.
Tengo una persona que se la hace pelo con detergente.
¿Detergente? ¿Con qué? Con jabón sote, ¿no? Con suavitel. She has a client that rinses or that lightens her hair with detergent. Ajá. Y luego, mira.
Luego
Ha de ser ella.
¿qué pasa si le pongo bleach?
Okay, good question. Her question is, what happens if she applies bleach or her over client that uses detergent on their hair? Remember, it's okay to say no. ¿Ella te dice que es detergente o does she tell you it's detergent? Or?
Detergente en polvo.
Sí, pero lo ha de mezclar con agua o algo, ¿verdad?
Sí, como el bleach.
Para decolorar, creo. Ya. Yo no la haría, o sea, le haría tratamiento, esperaría que saliera del cabello. Eso tiene fosfatos, imagínate, has phosphates. So when you mix bleach with phosphates, the hair can actually become gummy and fall off. Se le puede caer el cabello. Entonces ten cuidado.
Yes, and a little bit more Espanol. You're translating it a little bit all over the place.
So, okay.
He's a bilingual.
Sí, pero aún queda en el cabello. So her question was, you need to do like a profound cleaning or hydrating, but it's still in the hair. I personally would not do it. Yo personalmente no lo haría. Esperaría que saliera del cabello para hacerlo. I would wait for it to get out of the hair so you can do it. Or?
Okay, ella se lo hizo primero con el detergente, pero alguien le aplicó bleach.
Ajá.
So, lo tiene todavía en su cabello.
Ajá.
Nomás que lo tiene como
Veteado.
como mecate.
¿Qué es eso? Okay. Como el elote ese para hacer tamales. So she said that somebody got to do it, but the hair actually looked like a corn husk. The hair looked like not, you know what a corn husk is, right? Corn husky. Yeah, so it looked kind of like sandpaper. Yeah, pobrecita, o sea, en el sentido de que hay gente que tiene que hacer algo y que no seas tú, ¿verdad? Que reputación. How many of you guys believe in reputation? A client can make or break us. Okay? Unless you're moving to Peru, don't do it. Okay? ¿Pregunta? ¿Fuiste tú? ¿Quién? Okay. No.
¿Qué porcentaje de formol tienen las queratinas?
The question is, what percentage of formaldehyde do the keratins have? These would be what, 0.4?
0.05.
Is it 0.05?
It's not a lot.
Okay.
We are the least amount of any formaldehydes in our products.
Somos en la empresa, o sea, en la industria, el tamaño del pequeño, o sea, con menos cantidad de formalina. ¿Sí? También recuerden, entre más aplicas, más vas a batallar para secarlo y plancharlo.
Yeah, same use. A little goes a long way. The least amount of product and work it into the hair. If you see anything on your comb, then you use too much, okay? Kind of back off a little bit. It's the admissions that you don't want to see in a lot of the smoking. So really
Recordar que un
don't
poquito,
use a lot on all of it.
Thank you, Jamie. Recordar que un poquito también te rinde más. Si ocupas mucho, ¿qué pasa? El cabello va a estar húmedo y vas a secar mucho y es cuando ves el vapor, el humo. The more you use, you're going to see a lot of steam, okay? Be careful.
¿Es libre o si tiene un
Contiene un punto 0.5.
0.5?
These two have 0.05. It does have a little bit of formaldehyde, whereas the Pure has no formaldehyde.
Zero.
La marca Pure no
Zero.
tiene nada, 0% de formalina.
¿Los dos dura de 4 a 6 semanas?
Sí, 4 to 6 weeks it'll last. 4 to 6. Do you guys see now how I'm doing a parting like this, a parting like that, a parting like this? Las partiduras de este ángulo y luego de este ángulo.
¿Tienen queratinas que contengan más formol?
La única que tenemos es esta que nada más es 0.05. The question was, do we have other keratins that have more formaldehyde? No, it only has up to 0.5. Perdón. De nada.
Lo que pasa es que personas que se ponen los colores así como el azul, verde, he escuchado que se usan ese tipo de jabón, como dijo la señora, para remover esos colores. ¿Qué pueden utilizar en vez de eso?
Hay otros productos, mija, por ejemplo, con el nuestro no tenemos tenemos clarificante, puedes ocupar uno clarificante o hacer como un soft cap, poquito de colorante, o sea, de bleach, con shampoo y enjuague para remover el color. Her question was, like our crazy colors, 6 colors, to remove those colors.
Oh,
we can use our clarifying shampoo, however, it could be like a soap cap. You add shampoo, you add conditioner and water, 10 volume with your bleach, and it'll lift the color. You want it to be gentle, okay? But people, when they already start doing that, is because they want to keep it for a while. La gente que escoge ese color es porque lo va a querer por
The
un
Crazy
rato.
Six is highly concentrated, completely highly concentrated. It's great to use as a filler, and it's great to use. It 6 seconds. It stains the
En
hair
6 segundos
in 6
se deja el color,
seconds.
6 segundos.
It has a huge magnitude to it. I like adding the Crazy Six into our keratin colors to kind of kick it a notch. If you wanted to add more red or use the Crazy Six in between our keratin colors, you can mix and match all over the place. But these are highly concentrated. Great fillers if you want to bring in more red, more copper, more blues in between you know, your color operations, anything like that. But be very aware and careful. Does not rinse out easily. Is amazing, amazing, amazing. But getting it out, you also start with your clients washing with a little bit of baking soda to open up the porosity of the hair to come in, and then go ahead and do this soap cap with our lightener powders, okay? So, yes, but very
Tener mucho
careful.
cuidado en usar los Crazy Six porque sí te manchan, te mancha bastante. Inclusive si tu lavabo es blanco y no lo remueves en ese momento, te va a dejar ya la mancha tanto en la piel como en tu cliente, y a la vez también te deja manchado tu lavabo. So it does stain, even if you know, it doesn't stain right after you rinse it really quick, but if you like happen to apply it and then walk away and leave the stain on your sink, it will stain your sink. Unless it is a dark sink.
Your hands and everything, let me tell you, it's good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and head into our keratin color line. 69 colors to use on all of this, mix and match. As you know, any type of N that you're using, so half of N is full gray coverage. You want to leave on for approximately 45 minutes. Silk and keratin protein is in all of our tubes, and it does not have any animal or testing in our products completely. She's already had a previous bleach in here and balayage, so I was just going to bring a little richness into her hair color and show with the 20 volume equal lift and deposit what our hair color shows as far as shine and coverage, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pass this around. Also in the back here, we have our additive concentrate line. So it's dual letters on here. So there's RRs, Ws. They are very concentrated. So if you need to add a little bit of blue or green, which I did in India, be aware. It is very green and very blue. So definitely when you mix and you're composing a color, go ahead and wipe it on a white towel to make sure all our colors are true to their name and help so much, but you just have to be very careful with adding, okay?
Do you use it as a toner too?
Huh?
Do you use those colors as a toner?
Yeah, especially the P-Mix. If you want to get your kind of silvery colors, you can do that. Yeah.
How do you use it? Do you mix it with anything or just?
Well, like our Crazy Six, in order to dilute those a little bit, I use shampoo in our Crazy Six. This you can go ahead and use water, like you do with your 20 volume peroxides. You know, dilute with water half that. You can make the 10 volume and use to make a 5 or any percentage you need to on that. Okay,
so 10 volume mixed with that.
Right. So any color is water. Any Crazy Six is shampoo because of the consistency. Okay. But yes, these you can use as toners or anything. Just make sure, like I said, they're highly concentrated. Right. So I'll go ahead and pass this around. Everything you need is in this book. So what I'm going to use on Jennifer today, say hi, is, what did we come up with, this 5VV?
6VV.
6VV. I'm going to apply to roots to ends with a 20 volume peroxide just to show our line of our keratins, okay?
Lo que dijo mi compañera, thank you Jamie, son 69 colores y son colores concentradísimos. Ya habíamos dicho que una de las bases que tiene la marca del tinte viene siendo la queratina. Y recuerden, si tiene una letra N, aunque sea un 25% de producto N en el cabello, aún te va a cubrir la cana 100%. Okay.
Really low ammonia.
El nivel de amoníaco viene siendo también bajísimo, no nada agresivo el amoníaco, el nivel de amonía en el tinte. Los colores son verdaderos tal como son, no te lastiman los ojos, mucho menos cuando lo inhalas, ¿verdad? Nada agresivo con tu cliente. Me tardó justamente un poquito más de 45 minutos, bueno, me tardé porque estaba haciendo también preguntas, ¿verdad? Pero un salón no debe tardar más de 30, 40 minutos máximo. Ahora, pueden darse cuenta, mi amor, can I have you stand, please? Thank you, amor. And then give your back to the audience so they can see the back, please. Pueden ver que ya la parte de atrás ya está lista para casi unos 5 minutos, but it'll be ready in about 5 minutes because, of course, it's been on the longest. And the sides, this part is still a little bit. Now, another technique, thank you, you can have a seat, please. Another technique is, you guys already know. Thank you, bye. I got emotional. Can we walk back in? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, yes. Really quick. Fred, can I have you, I'll have the model just sit on the side because we're going to be rinsing her in a bit. Can I have her go with you real quick? She can sit over there. Can you go with Fred? You're so kind. I'll answer your question just right now.
We need a 10-minute timer before we use the shampoo bowl.
10 minutos el timer. Okay, for us. Okay.
For us, not for them.
Fred, the back, in about 5 minutes, can she be rinsed from the back, please? Thank you, so 5, yes. And not the front, just the back. Perdón, question? Somebody had a question? No question? We're good? Sí. De 20. The volume was 20. Oh, so when you start in the back, if some of us like to work a little slower, which is perfect. You know, that's your time frame, that's wonderful because you're doing things exactly and correctly. However, when we come to the front, I could have used a 30 volume. Makes sense so we can buy time. Lo que acabo de mencionar, empecé atrás con 20 volúmenes, ya en la parte de enfrente pude haber agregado 30 volúmenes. Pero se dan cuenta lo que repito, no nos gusta desperdiciar. We don't like to waste product, right? You guys say no.
Si tuviera color negro, también trabaja igual.
Ella?
No, color.
Sí. The question is, if her hair color was dark, like level black, level 1, 2, does it work the same? Yes, you want to be more aggressive with the volume up front because you're buying time. Lo aceleras más rápido, o sea, más cuando ya llegas a la parte de arriba.
So for every 1 ounce of color is every 1.5 ounces of our developer. So less color, higher developer. This is very, very low ammonia. I'm going to go ahead and use the 6VV on our awesome client Jennifer with 20 volume throughout the whole entire hair.
El tinte se mezcla una parte a parte y media, ¿sí? O sea, 1 onza del tinte a onza y media del peróxido, es decir, ocupamos menos tinte para que la consistencia sea igual de fuerte.
So 1 ounce to 1.5.
1.5, yes, 1 to 1.5.
So cost-wise, it's very efficient.
O sea, la cuestión económica es más eficiente.
The tube is big, you can use it 3 times.
Yeah.
I use them.
El tubo también es largo. It's a 3 ounce tube, right?
It's 4.
It's big, and you can use twice.
Yes, depending on the length of your client.
Yes.
Dependiendo, yes, si es un retoque te da para 4 ounces,
8
perfect.
ounces.
Yeah, no gray because she's not married
So
yet.
if you had a gray, would you mix it with the N?
Yes, you would have to use half of N to have a fixed amount of gray coverage.
La pregunta fue si vas a usar, thank you, si vas a usar N si tuviera cana. Claro, usarías la mitad del 6BB con la mitad del 6N.
As you see, we'll see in the book, our color book, we have warm hair colors, reds, and a violet background that already have the N in it. So it's the 6NRV. So that was self-explanatory on that one upon mixing. But always 50% you have to use N. I don't care who you are, maximum gray coverage, okay?
Yeah.
Can you guys, I'm going to pick your brains a bit. All of you that are here, we all do color, yes, in our salon.
Yes.
Todos que estamos aquí hacemos color tinte.
Yes.
Who can tell me, and Jamie, please don't share anything.
Oh, man.
Who can tell me what the number and what the letter is in the color? ¿Quién me puede decir lo que dice significa en el tinte, el mundo del tinte, lo que es el número y lo que es la letra? I'll give you an example. When you see 6G, 5B, 6KG,
does it mean?
Cheese, gold.
Oh, exactly. Yes.
Cheese, gold, eggs,
Hair, gold, es dorado.
Eggs,
Yes.
ash.
But what is that? What is that letter, or what is that letter, and what is the number? So that I can share with you.
La letra es el nivel.
Per-
Digo, número
Ajá.
es nivel.
The number is the level, y la letra,
Es el color.
and the letter is the color.
Es la base.
Ajá.
La base.
Exactly. Now I can share with you, si te puedo agregar. El número, the number, is the amount of brown in your color. El número, si va del 1, permíteme, si va del 1 al 10, quiere decir la cantidad de café que tiene tu color. Por ejemplo, vas a tener más rojos anaranjados hasta el 6, y ya del 6 adelante vas a tener más que rubio, claro que sí. So from 1 to 6, more or less, you have a lot of reds, oranges, and then above 6, that's when you start having your golds. The letter is the amount of warmth, la cantidad de cálido, o la cantidad de frío, perdón, no alcalino. Yeah, so you have the warmth, and you have the cool. So I'll give you an example. Have you guys on the swatch book? Where's the swatch book, baby?
I was passing it
Oh,
around.
well, you guys have, that's fine. Gracias, mi amor. On the swatch book, for example, do you know that if you see a 6 ash and a 5G, what's gonna look lighter? ¿Qué se va a ver más clarito?
I
¿Un
know,
6
I know.
cenizo, 6 ash, o un 5B, brown? Tú piensas el cenizo porque es un nivel alto, más que el 5. No, va a ser el 5 porque refleja más luz el brown. The 5B reflects more color than 6 ash. 6 ash absorbs. So 6 ash is going to look darker. So a good example, this is 5K. K. Okay, and let me get A.
Miguel, can I add something? real
Sure,
quick?
love.
I'd like to add that all on every color on our color line, level 6 and above, so 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever, has the least amount of staining properties to the scalp. So that's why I wanted to show the 6VB like I'm doing on our model right now, because you don't need to use any stain guards on there. Of course, we're a little bit smarter with the level 3s and 4s. We have minimal stain. So the clients that don't drink enough water, that had a party a night before, drink a lot of alcohol, it's the least amount of stain. Level 6 and
Thank you,
above.
Jamie. Nuestros tintes de un nivel, por ejemplo, 6 para arriba, tienen lo más menos de manchadura, o sea, que te mancha la piel, porque la pigmentación, aparte de ser muy fuerte, no te va a absorber en la piel casi nada. Okay, so a good example. Which one looks darker? I don't know if you can clearly see. They almost look alike, right? Se ven casi igual, ¿verdad? ¿Cierto? ¿Cuál es el más oscuro? Which is darker, the one on your left or the one on your right? This one? Okay, guess what? This is the level 5G 6. But you actually have to see it up front, because if you have it here, this one actually looks a little lighter than this one. Este es el nivel 5 y este es el nivel 6. So, but why? Because this has ash. That's what makes it look a little darker. So it kind of like plays in your mind, you're like, no, 6 has to be lighter. Not necessarily, because if it has ash, it's going to look darker, even though it's one level lighter. Are you guys with me? Or one level lighter. Aunque sea un nivel más claro que es el 6, pero tiene el cenizo. Y el cenizo es lo que te lo hace ver oscuro. Okay? So, let's repeat again. The number is the amount of what? Brown in your color. Okay? And the letter is the amount of cool or cool or warm. How many of you guys have done your skin analysis or your skin test? For example, you look good in blue or you look good in red. Have you seen colors on people where they were, for example, me, I'm warm colored. If I put red on, I will look dead. Si yo me pongo rojo, me veo muerto, o sea, me veo cálido. Porque soy cálido, no caliente, cálido. Okay? Oh, you know Spanish. You go, girl. You must have a gardener. You go. Okay, so the idea is, but if I wear blues, like, check me out. Con los azules, ¿vieras que chido me veo? So it's the same with clients. I'm going to use a celebrity as an example. My cousin, for example, Shakira. She looks beautiful blonde, but she's a yellow blonde. I don't know if you can agree with this. And Shakira herself is already warm colored. So she's got like yellow skin tones with yellow hair. How does that look? She looks blended in. It's beautiful color, but she looks blended in. Does that make sense? Shakira, por ejemplo, el color rubio que tiene, pero es muy amarillo el color de ella, y su tez también es amarillo. O sea, se pierde con su color de cabello. ¿Me explico? Ahora, la otra prima mía, Paulina Rubio, el cenizo que tiene ella, se le ve un rubio divino. ¿Por qué? Porque es más claro que su piel. Another celebrity in Spanish, Paulina Rubio, has a blonde on that really compliments her because she's also warm skin, but her blondes have, like even the blonde, it's got highlights over that blonde. So it breaks up that monotony.
They're called complementary colors.
Exactly. Now, when your clients come in, what's the first thing we do when they want a color? We give them the whole book. ¿Cierto? Tiene tu cliente un nivel 2 y le das todo el libro. What's the first thing she's gonna do? Ay, I want este, aquí mira. Este. Don't you do that to you? Like,
Oh yeah.
okay. So, what are we gonna say? We're not gonna say no yet. We'll say, okay, however, it's gonna take us a while to get you there. Nos va a tardar 2-3 visitas para llegar hasta acá. Y si tu cabello lo permite. So I invite you guys. Let's say my cousin Concha goes to your salon, and she's like a level 4 or 5. I'm going to give her colors that are about 2 levels above her color. O sea, ya le vas a dar a tu cliente con un nivel 2 colores que sabes que van a ser 3-4 niveles diferentes, pero le van a gustar. ¿Por qué? Porque ya la dejas llevar a esta página nada más. Or if you have different swatches in your salon, get rid of the blonde ones and all the pinks and blues, and then have her pick between 8 or 9 of those color shades that you know you can do. It's kind of like taking a child to the candy store and saying, pick what you want. They're not going to be out of it until 2 days later. But if you just say, from this wall, pick what you can, they'll be in that wall. Un niño los llevas a la dulcería que van a querer jugar a la tienda.
Don't promise anything
¿Sí?
you can't achieve.
No prometan algo que no podamos entregarle al cliente.
So the way I'm applying Jennifer's hair color, I always work with your 4 complete, easy sections. You always want to keep everything neat and clean so you don't miss any spots. I know you guys probably know this, but I always section the vertical first and pull it behind her face so you don't get anything in her face. Then I will cross-check through here with smaller sections to make sure I don't miss anything. Super easy.
La compañera, thank you, Jamie, está verticales, secciones verticales fuera de la cara, porque no hay nada peor aplicar el tinte que hacemos. Okay, toda manchada tu cliente. Isn't that nasty when we have stains on that? Right, and then you bring out the thinner or what is it, the nail polish remover, and you start to clean it up. El barniz de uñas para quitar el.
I heard Cigarette Ash works.
Yes, it does. Cenizas de, how many of you also, before you rinse the hair at the bowl, how many of you get shampoo on your hand and just mush it around the hairline? You do that too? We probably go way back a little bit in the hair industry. Repetir, cuando antes de mojarle el cliente, por ejemplo, aplícate un poquito de champú en tu mano y con el tinte, porque tinte levanta tinte en la piel. And dye removes dye on the skin though, not regular color, because you know it doesn't lift. But on the skin it lifts, so you actually mush it all over and then wet it there first, and it comes out. ¿Pregunta? No? No. Okay. So we have questions?
Getting back to your bleach, how long can we leave it sitting?
Good question. Outside or on the hair?
No,
Outside?
Outside.
I heard from someone, good question. La pregunta fue, después de mezclar el bleach, ¿cuántas veces puedes usarlo después de haberlo mezclado? I know some salons will, during the day, they have 2 or 3 throughout the day, they'll just keep adding more peroxide to it and more powder
So
to it.
bad.
Yeah. Hay salones, por ejemplo, I'm not giving names, donde si saben que van a tener 2 clientes más tarde de bleach, pueden ser en 4 o 5 horas, agregan nada más polvito y agua bendita y más peróxido. O sea, siguen usando lo mismo. Pero de verdad que no hacemos eso.
No.
What's going to happen? The consistency is going to be less and less and less and less.
And then after it's almost there, but you see something, can you go back and?
Oh, I would say what, maybe not in 30 minutes, and when you're done, cover it with foil or something so you can still keep consistency.
Even with the Lowplex, there is minimal swelling. I love it.
Pueden ver que no se hincha mucho el producto.
And this was one of our original ones that we mixed today.
Eso fue uno de los originales que se mezcló hoy día.
He used 20 volume, Miguel used 20 volume, and Fred used 40. There's minimum swelling. I do have to add a contouring foil since all of our products is highly concentrated. To be careful when you mix it because it will slide because we have a lot of moisture.
Hay que tener cuidado porque está muy bonito el producto, pero a la vez asegurarse que, por ejemplo, si lo vas a cubrir también en esos 30 minutos para mantener la consistencia. Question.
¿Qué significa la letra K en el color?
What does K mean and the color? Copper?
K
Copper.
is copper. So when you're using the double Ks as an accelerator on our concentrates, that is very copper.
Cuando es la doble,
very, yes.
Cuando es doble letra vieja quiere decir que es más intenso. K, bueno, se escucha mal. Doble K. That was the kind of like a bad
What is
one.
it like, what's the Ronald McDonald?
Sí,
Ronald McDonald.
es más intenso.
¿No puedes pasar el libro?
Ah, claro que sí. Una lana, no te creas. So again, this is our swatch book.
Gracias.
De nada.
Yo tengo una pregunta.
Sí.
Con lo que dijo hace rato sobre los azules y los dorados, ¿qué color sugiere para la mayoría que somos latinas, venimos y se quieren hacer platinados?
The question is, we were talking about blues and other colors, tones also. The stylist was asking me what would we recommend for our wonderful clients, our Hispanic clients that want to be platinums. I'm going to address her in Spanish and then I'll share with you guys right now in English. El cliente a veces te va a llegar y te va a decir, hazme lo que tú quieras.
That platinum color we love.
Yes. When a client comes and asks you, do what you want, do whatever you think, of course we're going to use our professional judgment. Now there's going to be a client that's going to say, I want platinum. And with all respect, you know, the sister's probably darker than my shirt color. Cuando ves tú que el cliente es más, o sea, una tez muy oscura y sabes que el platino la va a ver, o sea, quizá pon tú no le resalte su belleza, se vale decir, déjame ofrecerte quizá estos tonos. It's okay to talk to your client and say, take her away from that platinum thought. I know stylists that they'll do whatever the client says. God bless them. However, when that client go, and it looks like an awesome job, but when they go out, they're going to say, ooh, who did your hair?
Bad news travels fast.
Cuando el cliente te dice, así lo quiero, y tú lo haces, y fue un trabajo súper excepcional, pero no se le ve bien, ¿qué pasa? Volvemos a lo de reputación. El cliente va a estar en la Walmart y va a decir, oh, ¿qué tiene aquí? Aléjate de ella. O sea, I mean, all seriousness, you know, it's your work that's out there. So we need to know exactly what you're going to be applying on your client. They think platinum, but once you bring out the swatch and put it up against their skin, they go, oh no, because they have to see it, right? Tienen que ver ellos cuando tienen el platino, si tienes el swatch, el mechón del swatch, pónselo contra su cutis y su piel, y ya cuando lo ve ella va a decir, ay no, entonces no. Qué peor hacerlo y que te diga ya, no me gusta. It's worse to have it done, and then she says, I don't like it. Freddie, can you check my model, please? She might be ready at the front. Yes, thank you, Baba.
Feel free to ask questions too. I mean, really, any one of us educators or anything with Moehair, we are so good at help. You know, reach out. If you don't know something, feel free. That's what makes this industry so awesome. Make sure you've got lots of friends and educate each other, help each other out.
These techniques that we're doing today, we invite you to take back to your salon. Better yet, work them on clients that are close to you, people that you love, your mother-in-laws, your sister-in-laws, people that are close to you. Estas técnicas queremos invitarles a ustedes que lo hagan con gente de confianza, gente que aman, sus suegras, sus cuñadas. See, suegra is mother-in-law in Spanish, you know it now.
Maybe try platinum on her first, right?
No, we love our mother-in-laws, and don't we? We do love our sister-in-laws. There's nothing better in life than go to sleep with a smile on your face. Ladies, did you have any questions in the back? I see some beautiful gray colors, starting with you, tu cana está divina. And then the sister in the back, right behind you, Nina? With the gray, your gray is beautiful. That's natural, or you have that color? It's very nice, you have that, looks very nice. Now that's considered almost platinum, would you agree? Raise your hand, mi amor, so they see you. See, that's J-Lo's cousin? Okay, there you go. Thank you, Nina. Very nice color. Oh, questions? ¿Alguien tiene preguntas o estamos bien?
Para hacer unos rayos plateados.
To do highlights that look platinum. I don't know if your client's going to come in later with the blue. Is that blue? Ella tiene un cliente que hizo, decoloró, como el evento tuyo de cuerito, y encima se pone el infuse. We'll talk about the infuse after lunch, right?
Yes, I have a friend model coming in. Her name's Melanie this afternoon. I previously lightened her. She was about a level 3 with our blue bleach with 40 volume. I left on bagged around her head, plastic bag, for about 45 minutes. So she's already pre-lightened. I will go ahead and show you the blonde infusion that you can use first to take out any of the yellow. Then you'll put on the silver, which will give you that platinum gray light look. We have that today for you guys, okay? But she's not coming till after lunch.
Thank you, Jamie. Esto es lo que estaba hablando Jamie, compañera. Infuse es también un tinte. I'm going to pass it around. I invite you guys to.
What is like a shampoo?
We have both, the shampoo and an infuse. So you would shampoo, o sea, hay un shampoo y luego el infuse, que es más concentrado eso. Eso también es pigmentación. So there's the silver and then there's the blonde. Plateado, silver, y para blonde. Como dijo Jamie, you lifted her to what, like an 8 or a 9?
Oh, she, yeah, almost 9,
9.
10.
La decoloró primero y luego aplicó, you left on blonde what, for 5 minutes, didn't rinse, or you did it over this?
Okay, yeah, here's the thing, we have the shampoo, it's easier to explain this way, Miguel.
Okay.
We have the blonde shampoo and the silver shampoo. Those
shampoo.
both have color infusion already added into the shampoo for you as a take-home shampoo. So these two are color infused. We have the silver, which is the bluish gray, and then we have the blonde, which is the violet tone. So both of these color infused can be added multiple times to achieve that silver and violet blonde look. It completely, because it keeps infusing the color in there. So does that make sense on the two different kinds?
So you do this on a shampoo bowl, or
You can put it under a dryo endothermic to push it in there, or what I like to do is leave it on, smash it in because it's a real easy, pliable texture to use. So you can put it in, rinse it out you leave it in there probably for about 5 to 10 minutes, see how much color infusion you have in there, and then go ahead and keep pushing it in there because it is a processed color infusion to get that color.
So los productos que estamos pasando ahorita vienen siendo lo que tonifica, ¿sí? Hay el champú y luego hay encima del champú y al enjuagarlo aplicamos uno o el otro, dependiendo qué es el color efecto final que quieres. El silver se ve muy azul y el gold se ve muy violeta. ¿Verdad que no se le va a poner el azul a una persona que ya está? O sea, si lo aplicas es rápido y lo enjuagas, si no se va a ver pitufa, o sea, lo vas a tener todo azul. If you leave it on too long, she's going to like smell fat. Pero lo que hace mi compañera, aplica el gold primero, que es un poquito más leve, y encima del gold aplica el azul. Pero recuerden que cada hebra de cabellos es una esponja, ¿cierto? Te puede agarrar también muy rápido. Depending on the stress level of the fiber, it can grab really glue. So you got to apply it quickly and watch it, and then wash it. Yeah.
So when you've got a strand of hair that's got more porosity, a little more damage to it, when you're looking at your client's hair, those are going to take the hardest, and the less damaged part of the hair is going to take the least amount. So judge. But anytime you have color infusion, color that keeps adding to that, as soon as you blow dry, it becomes a little lighter, correct? So definitely I'll show you how to work with that later on this afternoon.
Thank you, Jamie. Las partes más porosas te van a obviamente agarrar un poquito más concentrado. La idea es tener el ojo, ¿verdad? No aplicarlo, irte a comer tu pizza y luego regresar 2 días después. La idea es estar allí. You don't want to apply it, go have lunch and come back. You're there, we're watching them. ¿Pregunta? Yeah.
Do you apply on dry or wet?
Damp hair, mi amor, because you want the porosity to be equal. La pregunta fue si se aplica en cabello seco o en húmedo. Y es húmedo porque te agarra la consistencia más concentrada.
It's just easier for me to use on damp hair to get it through, evenly distribute it, massage it into the head or comb it through. So that would be my opinion. You can do it however you want.
Y aparte para distribuirlo es mucho mejor porque para desenredarlo, al aplicarlo se te es más fácil.
Lo mismo de la misma manera se trabaja el champú. Primero se pone el gold y después el blue.
Would you apply the gold with the shampoo the same way, or just when you shampoo both, like gold and then as a toner, or as a filler, and then the toner would be the blue, or only shampoo it with one tone, and then you go when you infuse with the two of them?
Yeah, if you're looking for that actual silver infusion, you've got to have to get what? The last remaining pigment in there to cancel it out is that yellow. Pale yellow, strong yellow, correct? The opposite of yellow is violet, so you're going to want to use that blonde. So if you just need a little bit out, then you can use the blonde shampoo that's already in there. If you need more yellow out, I would go ahead and use the color infused blonde with the more pigment in it. It's got no shampoo. Then you're going to go in with your silver after your towel dry, and the silver will take to that without canceling or leaving any too much blue into the hair. So remember, the silver is the blue, correct? Does that kind of make sense?
Thank you, Jamie. La idea es el tono resultado final de tu cliente. Si lo quiere muy platinado, entonces se vale usar primero el gold. El gold, ¿qué es lo que hace? Te cancela un poquito de lo ya algo del amarillo que tiene, pero el azul que le agregas es lo que te da más lo que es el plateado. Por ejemplo, como tus puntas, que las tienes como platinadas, ¿verdad? Because she has platinum ends, as you can see.
Right.
So on her, sería el champú nada más del gold al principio, y a la hora de agregar el infuse, sería aplicarte el gold un poco para cuando a la hora de aplicarte el azul, que viene siendo el silver, no te agarre tanto muy azul, porque el azul cancela que obviamente anaranjado, pero el violeta es lo que te cancela lo amarillo. Yeah.
So remember, blue is a cool color, which is our silver. So the more you use it, the more it's going to deposit and dull the hair. Does that make sense?
Entre más azul ocupas, ¿qué pasa? Se va a estar acumulando más y trata no de usarlo muy seguido porque lo que pasa es que se te va a ver algo muy azul. We've seen those clients, right, with all respect, those beautiful gray-haired ladies out there that their hair really looks kind of on the bluish side, like a blue silver. I don't want to give names out there, but of course we're professional. It stays here. You've heard of shimmering lights, and I forget the other ones. You know, they're awesome products. Yeah. But when they do overkill with them, especially those ladies that only rinse their hair once a week, of course they're going to be looking more on the bluish side. But God bless them, they're still happy. Would you agree? Aquellas clientes, por ejemplo, que se lo enjuagan nada más una vez a la semana, que es la gente ya de la tercera edad o que es 100% canosa. Entonces llegan y no sabes determinar qué porcentaje de cana tienes. Are we going to count? Uno, dos, tres. No, we're not going to count, right? If I can share with you, if the client's from 0 to 30%, del 0 al 30%, it's more pepper. Es más pimienta. If she's between 30 to 60, she's now salt and pepper. And if she's totally over 60%, it's going to be salt. So that's a visual. Salt and pepper, like the song, salt and pepper. Or pepper. I'm a little bit pepper right now. But color can do a lot of things.
We don't tell, huh?
I know. Su servidor ya tengo algo de canas. Me falta el retoque, pero sí, me tiño hasta acá arriba y algo en la barba. Yeah, so this would be literally 60% gray. But I started losing my friends. Ya cuando la gente no me hablaba, dije, no, hay que tenerlo.
Hay personas que tienen esta parte.
Enfrente.
Y acá no.
Nada, así es.
Ahí es el 100%.
Depende también si se ve sal, pimienta o pimienta. The question was, there's clients that only have it on the front part. And that's right. Now she was saying, would that be considered what? 50? That's actually two formulas. That's actually two formulas. Thank you, Mr. Fred. That would be actually two formulas, and I'll tell you why. Does the back hair that has no gray, does that need N? La parte de atrás que es 100%, nada de cana, ¿ocupas ponerle N? Entonces, ¿por qué vamos a agregar el tinte de acá a acá? Yo era uno de ellos, yo lo hacía antes. Hace 32 años, lo que llevo, over 30-something years that I've been doing hair, I started applying N all over where I didn't need it. And I would ask myself, this color doesn't work, her hair looks darker. It's not the color, brother, it's me. Sí, no es el tinte que no funcione, porque ustedes saben que nunca nos culpamos nosotros, siempre va a ser el vecino.
90% of all color or lightener error is what? Us. Remember, 90% of us. So we've got to really slow down and concentrate on what we're doing so we don't make any mistakes.
El 90% de los errores del tinte viene siendo nosotros, ¿sí? No el tinte. Y es algo muy humano. Nadie nunca nos queremos culpar, right? We never want to blame ourselves for doing something. We'll always blame it on her shirt, or the music, or the weather outside. That's why her hair color didn't turn well. ¿Verdad? Culpamos a todo el mundo. El clima, la camisa de la compañera. Se vale tomar la batuta, ¿verdad?
We're perfect, right?
The color, this color, on the facial hair.
I personally do. La pregunta es si ocupamos el tinte en cabello, o sea, de la cara. Sí se puede. Siempre y cuando they say no more than 20 volume, obviously like on the eyebrows, you don't want to do more than 20 volume. I know people that do what, up to 40.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if they have dark eyebrows, like maybe want to be a level 7, 8. Just be very careful. And if and when it's your salon, because it's your salon.
I color my clients' eyebrows with this color. I love it. But definitely it's easy to manipulate, easy to comb through. Yeah, facial hair, yeah, I've colored it all.
Yeah, what I'm going to have you stand so that
Let's
you see
face
the back
it,
real
we're
quick.
getting weird, huh?
Yes, yeah.
Really weird.
Thank you, Jamie. Can you guys see that we lifted up at least what, to a level 6 maybe? When I dry it, it's going to probably look like a level 7. Do you guys see how subtle it looks? And the front part, which is this hair here, I kind of like did a little lighter on both sides. So in about, I don't know how we're doing, I don't know if Ray's here, my crew, it's going to be 15 minutes, about lunchtime in a bit. So what I'm going to do so that way I can still be interpreting for Jamie, I'm going to, you can sit down there, please. I'm going to blow dry her during lunch, so right when you guys are done with lunch, you'll be able to see the end product. Is that okay?
And hopefully our blonde will come in. Let's all have a focus silence.
And this is looking more like a 6 brown, 6 gold, 7-ish if you will. I'm not going to tone this. If it were to look brassier, I would tone it. Si el nivel de ella viene siendo un nivel 6G, como un 6B, no le voy a agregar nada de tonificante. ¿Por qué? Porque me gusta el color, casi no es nada, casi cobrizo, y a la vez se le ve no muy marcado el tono de su base. Pero como ahora vamos a almorzar en unos 10 minutos, voy a esperar que para hacer la secadora y no hacer ruido e interrumpir mi compañera para seguirles traduciendo. ¿Les parece?
So no gray or gray. Sufficient amount of processing time for mohair, keratin color. 45 minutes. You don't want to take it off any earlier. It has the keratin in it that will infuse and deposit and close down those cuticles. So you can have your clients that come back every 3 weeks to a month. It will stay in that hair, okay? Don't cut it short. Slow down, take your time. I think we all kind of get discouraged. I know I do. And the hair salon where I'm, oh my God, I have 3 people and I gotta hurry. Put on that timer and be patient with everything from start to finish, great coverage or not, okay?
El tiempo total para procesar el tinte, 45 minutos. Los primeros 20 minutos, ¿qué está haciendo? Levantando, los últimos 25 te está depositando y tonificando. ¿Sí? Se aplica el color, como vieron lo que hizo la compañera, ve que nítido se le ve, no se le ve mucha mancha. Basically, her client has no stain on the forehead. You make sure that it's covered. Now, how many of you guys use, or your clients at home use Vaseline for protecting the skin? You'd be surprised, there's still styles that use Vaseline. If you do and that works for you, more power to you. Just be careful, don't get it on the follicle because it will not cover. Si cubres accidentalmente con la vaselina de folículos de cabello, no te va a cubrir el tinte. Y vamos a volver a lo mismo. El cliente te va a decir a ti, entonces no es buen producto, mira, no me cubre la cana. Another pet peeve, client, before they come see you, how many of you know that there's foundations out there that have oil base? Cuando se aplican el polvo, la crema a la cara. And some of these clients go, you know, they go all the way back here to Peru. They go like, so what happens if you didn't wash your hair before? That follicle is also not going to be covered. That gray coverage is not going to be covered. And last, how many of you have clients that have glasses that have steel? And what does the steel do when they have like a platinum or a blonde color? That's going to end up being more of a bluish because of the reaction with the steel and the color.
Oh, yeah.
Tus clientes que ocupan ese color, que la base de sus lentes es de fierro o de aluminio, y les aplicas un rubio divino, y que con el tiempo, and they like to put their glasses up this way. ¿Qué pasa? Con tanto roce, con ese tipo de producto de aluminio, tiene que ver al final de cuentas con el rubio del color en esta área del cliente.
I'd like to share another tidbit also. What I've learned from not clients, but other hairdressers, you know, share your stuff, you know your wealth. It's great in that industry that we can all be very confident and helpful within each other. But have you guys ever, well, of course you've used the perm paper wraps. You know how there are no porous in there? Great way for all the crazy intense hair at the beginning of the hairline, all those pieces that come out that are gray. Easy way to lay that down and have your color work on here is I use my perm cord like wraps just to put across the hairline. And it is confident that this glasses won't hit and it won't move it and it'll keep all those hairs from sticking out and it doesn't suck the color up like your cotton would. So that you can use anywhere on this hairline to keep those crazies down. I swear, and you guys probably have these clients too, that look with the microscope. You missed one over here, you missed one over here. So that will end up keeping that down. It's a great little tool and it's cheap. So, and plus they always look good. You know, they're like, what is this?
How many of you guys still do perms? Thanks, Jamie. ¿Cuántos de ustedes hacen permanentes todavía en el salón? How many of you guys spray? Thank you for your show of hands. How many of you guys spray your cotton before you apply it? ¿Cuántos de ustedes rocian el algodón con agua? ¿Por qué lo rociamos? Why would we spray it? 2 reasons. Number 1, it's not going to absorb that liquid in the front because this is the least part they get curly because you just absorb it with your dry cotton. And the other thing is, it's not going to be falling down from her face the minute you're putting it. It's going to stick to the scalp. So, no te va a absorber el líquido que aplicaste de la solución.
It'll help your world out. Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
How many of you, now we're going to talk perms. How many of you have seen what happens when you apply your lotion number 1 to your lotion number 2? ¿Cuántos han mezclado el activador con el neutralizador?
Now perms.
It turns hot. It turns hot. Okay, it's like your exothermic perm. Le agregan un poquito el neutralizador al 1 y así se caliente. Okay.
And with the perms, you can use the Olaplex or Moplex in here.
You can add that to the perm?
You can add this to the perm. Remember, this
Se
is
puede agregar el permanente, el Moplex.
It doesn't alternate, and it will help you close down those cuticles and even out that porosity on perm. So since this has a proteinated background, it can be used with your perm, okay?
So we could use it with perm.
Yes, you can. This will help. To every proportion you use would be the 5 milliliters.
To your number 1. To the number 1.
Number 1, yeah.
Sí. No al neutralizador, al activador.
Yeah.
Just number 1, to the perm solution. Yes.
Remember the number
And
2
you
was
like
like
1 ounce, not even 1 ounce, no, half an ounce.
Yeah, so that's 2
A quarter ounce. A quarter
So
ounce.
5 milliliters to every ounce.
5 5 mililitros para cada onza. So, si viene siendo 2 onzas, ¿serían qué? 1 mililitro.
Al permanente.
A la solución, mija, al number one. Al number one. Ajá.
It won't mess with it at all.
Y para nada te va a afectar
Proteinated.
el terminado, el ajá.
Y el activador ya no se aplica.
Sí, claro. Sí, haces todo como te pide la caja. So you do everything. So there's like a 3-step process. You would still add it to number 1. So you would still add the pre, do the pre, and then
Yeah,
that.
with the neutralizer and then the seal.
Perfect. Do you want to share what you're going to do now, or do you want to let them break for lunch? Well, we have 5 minutes. We have 5 more minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Are you okay?
Sweet after lunch.
Or you want to tell what you're going to do now?
Do you want to share and then you can?
Because I'm going to blow dry her. I'll blow dry her during lunch. Ya como unos 5 minutos in 5 minutes. Would you say, Ray, 5 minutes we're okay to have lunch, or how are we doing? We're doing good? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so did you want to say what you do during lunch?
Sure,
or?
I'm going to, what I've done is I've sectioned my
¿Puedes
models
ver,
here.
compañeros?
Pre-lightened now to hopefully at least a level 8 or above. And I've sectioned it into a pinwheel shape, and I'm going to alternate the crazy 6 colors going through the pinwheel around her head.
Lo que acaban de ver, is that okay if she stands so they can see the back? Thank you, mija. Thank you, Miss Crystal. Pueden ver lo que acaba de hacer él. Ahora él, bueno, acaba de colorar, ¿verdad? Usando tipo técnica de hacer de colorante, un weave. Y ahora las secciones son como se dice en inglés pinwheel, como si fuera una llanta o la sombrilla, ¿sí? Lo que es la sombrilla, lo que tienen los palitos, lo que es todas alrededor de su cabeza. And so your idea is to apply, like you're going to do blue, green, blue,
vertical.
Okay, va a ser los colores verticales del Crazy 6. Ahora el cabello está húmedo, the hair is damp, so it's going to grab a lot stronger because again,
It has
it's
to be
trying.
damp or it has to be dry?
Either. You can put it on dry.
Se puede aplicar las dos, o seco o húmedo. In this case, because he already did the first service, because remember, time is money in the salon, sweetie. So if he were to go out and blow dry and do it again, it's just taking time is money. So también entre más él tiene que secarlo de nuevo, el tiempo es dinero en el salón, ¿verdad? Y más si tienes un día ocupado. And so now their color is going to be, you're going to be using blues or greens or reds, or will surprise you. So when you're having lunch, but the main idea is it's the pinwheel section format. And are you going to close them with the foils, or you can just leave them hanging
If
out?
I use foil, it's only going to be to protect from one side or
Si
the
ocupa el
other.
aluminio, thank you. Se ocupa aluminio solamente para proteger que el verde no toque el azul, el amarillo. ¿Sí? O sea, para ser más nítido. Pregunta.
¿Usar los crazy colors?
Sí, mi cielo. The question was, are you going to be using crazy colors?
Yes, the crazy
Sí.
6.
Los crazy 6. Are you guys, how do we want to break them for lunch? Do we have them go in sections, or do we just say 1, 2, 3, go? 1, 2, 3, go? All right, you guys. Hora del almuerzo. 45 minutes. Is that okay, you guys? 45 minutes. Buen provecho. Bon appetit. Thank you so much, you guys, and we'll see you back in 45 minutes.
Feel free to ask any questions if you guys find us.
Quieren acercarse también con nosotros, con gusto. Aquí estamos con ustedes.
Thank you.
Provecho.